Well, thank you all for coming back, but unfortunately there's no more gameplay to speak of, because I'm not going to those challenges. I think I mentioned that with Mega Man Legacy Collection 1, maybe another day, but not now. I'm not good enough at these games to really test myself. I just don't feel like it. But anyway, with all the 4 games of the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 done with, we can finally go over some of the bonus content. So welcome back, everybody, to Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 for the bonus. This is your host, MJ406. And pretty much all we're going to go over is just some stuff in the museum. And I'll talk about my thoughts on every game of this collection. Because, well, it wasn't enough to really go into last time. Because, well, there's a lot of images to show. But hey, you want to see some nice artwork for each of these Mega Man games? You got it. Unfortunately, I had to select every image so you can see it all up close. Which is going to be kind of a pain, but hey, if you want to see all the images, there you go. I can even zoom. Oh, God, it's depressing a little. Oh, jeez, the resolution's not great. Ah, yeah, Super Mega Man. That's what they call you, huh? But anyway, may as well go over my thoughts on every single game in the collection. Just, you know, cap off everything we did with Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. Starting off, of course, with Mega Man 7. The first Mega Man game, core Mega Man game, I mean, on the Super Nintendo. Introducing, like, Auto and his freaking half-track, which we drove at the beginning of the game. I forgot about that. I think ends up disappearing for the rest of the series. Like, he never has a drive. Do it again. Rush Surge, Rush Coil, and Rush Jet are still around. You got Rush Chapter, Roll still exists, still in her old costume. CFN 24. What is that? I don't remember. Oh, mini bosses. Okay, mini bosses. Mini bosses. Right. Astro Zombie. Okay. Anyway, yeah, Mega Man 7. I feel like Mega Man 7 was actually really ambitious for a core Mega Man title. I mean, again, if you're going from Mega Man X to Mega Man 7, you'd probably be pretty disappointed that it feels like it's going back to the older gameplay style that feels not nearly as interesting as the new game was. King Gojulus, that was his name, huh? Because it focuses a lot more on what the core Mega Man was, just basic platforming and shooting. Not the crazy wall jumping, or all the enhancements you get. It was a lot less about that, more just about the basic Mega Man mechanics. Which, you know, it is what it is. But still, it went from 6 to 7, you can definitely feel an improvement. They actually came with a pretty competent story for once. They actually went itself off of, you know, what they did with Mega Man 6, where he got captured. And then Mega Man 7's like, well, because he didn't attend these rounds for long enough, well, now they're causing havoc, causing him the opportunity to escape. And now I gotta deal with more robots that are going all over the place, probably because of him. And you have Bass coming to the mix, who tries to act like an ally, but, oh, was from Mega Man, from Wily's creation all along. Which, I wonder if the first thing that Wily did when he escaped was basically releasing Bass to try to infiltrate them. It shows that despite how much of an asshole Bass is, he does still follow Wily loyally. A lot more depth given to it in Mega Man and Bass. Still, a lot of interesting characters introduced in this. Oh, and Auto. He was there too. But you know, I feel like, mechanically, Mega Man 7 is honestly one of the better ones. Because, you know, because of the better hardware, there was more they could do, unlike the original games. So, you know, it was definitely an improvement over 1 through 6. Well, you know, visually, mechanically, I guess. Whether you think the stage design or the bosses were better, that's still up for judgment. And I will still say, the giant sprite sizes do not really help matters. Because, well, Wily Capsule, Wily Machine number 7. It really is just, you know, whether you see it that way or not, if it's really good or not. Oh, by the way, did you see the artwork for all the Robot Masters, as well as being able to rematch them if you so choose. So, yeah. If you wanted to just do something like a challenge, like, for example, I'd say I wanted to fight Slash Man. They give you all your weapons. And, well, yep, they put you on pretty much at the checkpoint at the end of the stage. They give you, like, a checkpoint that puts you right before the boss. And, yeah, you can choose to play them this way. However you want to do it. I'll just beat him up with his weakness for the heck of it. I'm not going to go over every single one of these, but, you know, just to demonstrate that you can fight all the bosses again through here. At least the robot masters. Fuck you. But yeah, if you just want to deal with the robot masters, it's better to do it this way than just having to go to the main game or having a checkpoint saved for, you know, the Wily Fortress. Especially for Mega Man 7's case. Well, actually, Mega Man 8's the only one you can save. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, the other ones have an actual save system. Wow, that sucks. What am I doing? I just kill him and get it over with. But yeah, other than the massive sprite sizes, which can attribute to some of its difficulty, I still feel like this Mega Man game definitely was an improvement over 6 at the very least. Win! So yeah, you can try to get some practice on them if you want to. It's a good way to practice for, you know, doing buster runs and all that if you want to try to do that yourself in the future. Otherwise, you can just come here and appreciate their artwork. But yeah, you can tell they definitely took some Mega Man X influence, such as making the weaknesses absolutely slaughter the bosses. And even give you images of all of Mega Man's weapons. But the weapons were pretty good too. I liked it. A lot of them had environmental effects, such as, you know, the friggin' Thunderbolt being able to activate machinery, the Noise Crush hitting off a wall, basically a charge shot version of it, Slash Claw could actually cut shit down, Danger Wrap could bubble up enemies and trap them, Scorch Wheel actually burned that area of the forest, which could be used to uncover one thing, to get you free beat. And then the others are kind of standard fare. Oh, Wild Coil is a pretty useful weapon, if you knew how to use it right. And Dr. Willy. And Willy, of course. Good old Dr. Willy. But yeah, I feel like Mega Man 7 was one of the better ones. Like, right under the main 4, this is my favorite. Right under the main 4, which are 2, 3, 9, and 10. Because, well, oh yeah, you got some extra concept art, of course. And main artwork that was, I guess, was on the box art for it? Or something. Maybe that was Japanese box art. Yeah, but don't forget, you always get to see some nice concept art and background art for the game. Boss design contest artwork. Somebody just assigned to... Oh, that was probably for the competition thing, right. And some of their design concepts for designing, you know, bass and super bass and all that. You're in trouble. But yeah, I still think this is definitely a Mega Man game worth checking out. I feel like it's one of the better ones that tends to get overlooked because, oh, it's not like the classic NES ones. It plays better than a good bit of them. Like, I will say, it's actually one of the smoothest Mega Man games once you get it down. The mechanics are fine. It's just pretty difficult with so much platforming. Oh, they even have strategy guide artwork. I can't read Japanese, so I can't tell you what any of this says. But there you go, if you really care. There it is. I guess I'll zoom in on that so you actually read it. You want to translate it yourself, feel free. It's strategy guide art. It's not that big a deal. Oh my god, Proto Man, you're actually there? Oh yeah, and having a super adapter taped to the letters is a decent idea, instead of just being randomly acquired through 2 stages. And you know, they balanced that a lot better than they did in 6, so you know. I definitely feel like they handled a lot of things from the advances they tried to do in 6, they handled some of those better. And you know, I just feel like overall it's definitely a better game in general. And you got all of your backgrounds you can see here too. I could have just saved it for this, but you know, there you go. If you really care, it's there. But yeah, I really like Mega Man 7. Definitely my 3rd most recommended in this collection. I almost forgot 9 and 10 were in here. Jesus. But yeah, in regards to the core Mega Man series done by Capcom themselves, this was a really good entry. Especially the original Super Nintendo version. It's great. It's a good challenge, it's mostly fair, and, you know, it really tests your platforming. And you actually go through without using any of your special weapons if you so choose, which is nuts, but you can do it. I did actually practice Buster running Wily. The best I could do is getting through Wily using only my Buster charge shots using 2 energy tanks. You can do it, though. It's one hell of a ride. I definitely think it's one of the best Mega Man games. I put it at number 5, right below the Elite 4 of Mega Man games. So, yeah. I definitely like it. So, there's my opinion on that. And then we have Mega Man 8, which oddly enough does not have too much artwork. I think it might be better off, honestly. Mega Man 8. The one where they had to try, you know, stop the series from getting stale, so they try to change things up. And unfortunately for Mega Man 8, it was kind of like a nail in the coffin for the core series. Because, well, oh yeah, it did have you without your helmet at some point in that game. I forgot about that. There was a lot of things that game did that was kind of weird. At least they made it obvious that Wily's the villain. And, you know, Duo as a character is kind of interesting, except he doesn't really do anything. He's really just there. Which is unfortunate, because, you know, he is a pretty decent character. He has a strong sense of justice, so, you know, he seems like one of those typical protagonist characters, but, you know, some things in this game make me wonder if they're trying to do another game, and then just decide to throw this in. I mean, just to put it in a Mega Man game. I don't know. But either way, I just am not really the biggest fan of Mega Man 8 myself. I can't. I really don't appreciate a lot of what Mega Man 8 did. It's mostly all the extra crap. They got rid of, like, energy tank stuff. They really, you know, they added a lot of weird things like swimming, radius segments, and you just...
Begin mission. Yes, sir.
I don't know. They got away from the core platforming and made the games, like, a challenging and fun experience. It just wasn't fun sometimes. Oh, of course, jump, jump, slide, slide. One of the worst platforming things to be introduced in a Mega Man game. It's basically the equivalent of the freaking Ride Chaser stuff in the Mega Man X games. Like, honestly, I think it's a pretty good comparison. It's like the Ride Chaser stuff. Yeah. I'll definitely say that, because, oh, it definitely feels like an unnecessary distraction sometimes. Like, if done right, it can be a nice, fun diversion, but usually they don't do it well. So, by the way, don't shoot during this. You basically get pelted to death. He fires like 12 missiles. So yeah, if you're the wrong side of him when he does that, yeah. Oh, you can also do this. Oh, he's invincible during it too. Oh. So yeah, watch out for his deadliest star, by the way. I never got to show that off, but there you go. Thanks for revealing yourself, dumbass. Hey, I was supposed to home in on you. Sorry, bitch, that's how it is. It is nice of the Mega Man Legacy Collection, too, though. They did at least, you know, fix all the translation stuff. But some of it was funny! And yet, they couldn't fix the voice acting. Now, it's the other thing of this game. It just looked like they didn't really take a lot of time to polish it. Like, oh, prototype for Swordman, huh? It just, I don't know. Wow, what's with all these, like, stripped-down versions of them? And yeah, they have their full designs here too. Gee, it's like they show up in the main game because they both showed up in Mega Man Base. That is still really weird that they didn't show them there. How odd. Mega Man Family. And Roll got a new outfit. And they put her back in 11 at least. But in 9 and 10, they went back to the classic. But had an 8-bit version of the new outfit as well. And Bass and Treble, who are pretty insignificant. Like, it felt like the focus was a lot more on Duo, even though he didn't really do much of anything. Like a whole other, like, antagonist. It just was more, like, there, not really being, like, a main force of the game. They honestly feel like it's supposed to be another game, but they were just like, alright, let's just throw some Mega Man stuff in here. It's a 10-year anniversary game. For something that's supposed to be a big celebration for arguably Capcom's biggest franchise at the time. Man. What a freaking crap way to do it. Like, they tried to do a lot of things to shake it up, and unfortunately a lot of them didn't work out. They had a lot of stupid mechanics for some of the stages. Oh yeah, some other boss designs, I guess. Probably all the designs they did, based off other, bosses they had come up with. They probably couldn't think of any good ways to use them. I guess. But, at the end of the day, this is not a Mega Man game I look fondly on. Because, well, yeah, it's just, oops. Sorry, forgot to finish looking through all these. My bad. Accidentally jumped the gun a little bit. Okay, that's where I was. Alright. But yeah, this PlayStation 1 game, the graphics definitely look nice. I will still say that. It looks very smooth. I mean, the fact that they can be ported onto the Super Nintendo a la Mega Man and Base, well, oh yeah, more strategy guide art. Oh god, jump, jump, slide, slide, how dare you. That's just specific stuff for every stage, that's nice. Nice drawings I had in there. But, you know, it's very hard to recommend this Mega Man game. Because while, yes, it is part of the core series, honestly, I think I'd be better off playing Mega Man and Base. Because this one just... oh, weird. They have the backgrounds now, but they still have more images to go over. But, okay. Oh, yeah, funny thing about that. Doesn't that look familiar? Huh. Anybody who's played Mega Man 11 should probably recognize what that is. Funny thing. Looks like they had a scrap weapon idea or a costume. It did make it into the game, but... funny. That's the exact look he has for one of his weapons in Mega Man 11. That is kind of neat, actually. And you have the ending drawings for the ones they showed in the credits here as well. For the initial ideas for the contest winners of the frickin' robots that actually made it in the game. You know, that Frostbite actually looked cool. And the one that frickin' Mega Man 8 team did was terrible. I don't know how. That Aquaman actually looks menacing. But he looks more like a washing machine. They definitely refined him. But yeah, long story short, Mega Man 8 is rough. It's a hard recommendation. If you can find a way to play Mega Man Base, even the Game Boy Advance version, play that. Because it's basically what I feel Mega Man 8 should have been. But if you want to see how changing up too many things can get rid of the core of what makes the game, the franchise that it's from, and turns into something different that's a shadow of its former self and not very memorable, you got Mega Man 8. It's usually regarded as the worst Mega Man game, or one of them in the core series. I won't say it's the worst, because mechanically it's fine, it's just a lot of its weird ideas make it not as fun as the others. It usually sits around the bottom for me, but I put it above 5 at the very least. Because at least it's unique. But again, how unique it is, it's weird. Hard recommendation. But if you want to watch the cutscenes to get a good laugh, have that. But if you're trying to take it seriously, it's very hard to take the cutscenes seriously. Hey, Bass! Oh, and Wily's voice actor. Oh, they're so bad, but it's so funny. Like I said, 10-year anniversary, they did not try. At least for the English dub, they didn't at all. But yeah, you can skip this one if you want. Play Mega Man Base instead if you want a real Mega Man 8. But, you know, it's there for history's sake. Never jump the shark with Mega Man. That's kind of what this game was to me. They tried to jump the shark, trying too many things. Which is unfortunate, because it could have been really good. And some ideas were good. A lot of them weren't. But that's all I'll say about it. Take your opinions as you will. And then we finally have Mega Man 9. After basically 10 plus years of not having an old hardcore Mega Man game. I mean old school Mega Man game, excuse me. They finally gave us, well, Mega Man 9. Because ND Creates wasn't getting a lot of good sales from their, you know, Galaxy Man. Yeah, they weren't getting a lot of good sales from, you know, their other Mega Man spin-offs they were doing. The Zero series, which is a sequel to the X series, in case you don't know. And the, ZX series, which is a sequel to the Zero series, which only had 2 games. And the sequel to that actually hinted at a frickin', you know, 3rd game for the ZX, but because it did not sell well, they basically decided they couldn't do it, because they didn't think people cared. So instead, they decided to go back to old school ways and give us Mega Man 9, which is basically a good old throwback to classic Mega Man style. They knew people wanted Mega Man, so they decided to go back with what they knew what made Mega Man what it was. So they decided to go back to, yeah, Mega Man 2 style, everybody's favorite. And, well, you got another game that's, you know, much like the old school ones, but with some modern polishes. I love how it's always Mega Man 8 music for winning or losing. Yeah, I don't care about winning. I'm just gonna show off one of these bosses just for the heck of it. Just have some fun. But yeah, kind of going back to basics. with what made Mega Man work since, like, Mega Man 2 and all that, you know, was definitely a good idea. And it shows. Because Inti Creates was very good at designing 2D games. And since, you know, one of the people there, one of the ones that started the company, was the one who created Mega Man to begin with, you know, having him go back to basics to figure out what would work with classic Mega Man, it really worked out. Oh yeah, I never mentioned, his name's Fake Man. I might not have mentioned that, but that is his name, Fake Man. But yeah, you can definitely tell there's a lot of influence. They were trying to go back to Mega Man 2 to really get fans back into the series. And you can tell they definitely tried to refine some of the design ideas. Huh. That one kind of looks like trying to incorporate some, like, Mega Man X feel to classic Mega Man look. That kind of looks like it's supposed to be based off of, maybe some design concept for, the PSP remake of the first Mega Man game? Oh, I forget what it's called. I know I did add 2 Robot Masters. What was it, Oil Man and somebody else? Either way, it looks like they tried to take some, like, updated design ideas. They even had her old her costume Mega Man 8 in there, too. But yeah, long story short, basically, Mega Man 9 went back to basics. And, well, people loved it. Originally released for the Wii, but finally came out on basically a bunch of other consoles afterwards. Then, if anybody would appreciate the old school Mega Man, it would be Nintendo fans, because, you know, most of the Mega Man games, minus 7, 8, most of the X series, were on Nintendo consoles. All the spin-off ones, 0 and ZX, were all Game Boy Advance and DS. And the, X games, at least the first 3, were on Nintendo systems. So there's that. But either way, this one actually had a female Robot Master. Really, I've only seen that in frickin' fan games before now. Oh, they actually had different colorings for you, huh? But yeah, I guess because Inti Creates did this, because, you know, modern game times, they had a lot more time to be able to, you know, develop a lot of ideas. Oh, there are differences in his design there. One with a bolt on his head, one without. Okay. Man, a lot for Plug Man. Then again, he was an interesting looking one. But yep, what you have at the end of the day is a great return to form for Mega Man. If you felt betrayed by, you know, the downward turn it took since Mega Man 4, basically, well, thankfully, Inti Creates, again, knows what they're doing. So they went back to basics and made one heck of a Mega Man game. One that many people look fondly on as one of the best. Some say is the best. Because it basically brought back a lot of the Mega Man 2 feel. And with some modern gaming enhancements, including some ideas such as the screws from Mega Man 7, well, you certainly had yourself one fun Mega Man adventure. And well, I do agree. It is definitely one of the best of the series. It basically takes what Mega Man 2 was. I was trying to look at what this was. I guess alternate designs for a lot of them. Yeah, neat. Okay. Hang on. I don't know what I'm thinking, sorry. Let's just keep going. I'm sorry, I'm being stupid. There's no contest for trying to get people to enter, you know, their own ideas because, well, this was done by Inti Creates. And much longer after the original, you know, Capcom team was done with it. So, yeah. It's nice to finally have, you know, in a way, Mega Man 9 is really the game that revived the whole Mega Man series. It really is. Because it really brought his name back into the, you know, video game discussion. Like, I mean, Mega Man Legends 3 got canceled after that. They did have, like, an MMO game, I think, that got canceled as well. But, either way, Mega Man 9 is definitely one of those special games that show that, you know, you still come with fresh ideas for the series, even so many games later. And, well, making it feel like the old school NES ones, but without the complete... Yeah. But without the complete, you know, retro limitations, that's what I was looking for. You can definitely do more with it to enhance and make it even better. And push the challenge factor up, which, you know, they were very good at. Oh, great. More Japanese writing. And rough drawings. Oh, I guess it's just a rough transcript of the, opening cutscene. Okay. And the mid-game cutscene. And the ending of the beginning cutscene. And then the credits pictures. Okay. But I still think this Mega Man game is a good one. If not a little overrated. I mean, there are some ideas that are just fun and difficult. There are some that are just frustrating. For not the best of reasons. I mean, that Spike Ball boss is still going to be one I always mention I hate. But hey, if you want a difficult Mega Man game, you have one. It's a good one. And well, they definitely wanted to make you feel like it was Mega Man 2, which is still a small gripe I have with it. Just because it tries too hard, I feel. But hey, it brought back the greatness as the classic Mega Man, and people loved it. So, you know, it's still a win in my book, and my third favorite. Because, well, it basically is like Mega Man 2, but better. So, you know, if you want to play a good-feeling classic Mega Man game, 9 is a great choice. And, well, it's unfortunate Inti Creates didn't do a lot of other... They kind of... I guess Keiji Ifune left the company after 10. Because I don't think they did any more Mega Man games after they did 10. I know he's not in Inti Creates anymore at the very least. And they kind of started branching off doing their own thing. Although a lot of the other games they do are great. Still, the Mega Man games were mainly what made the name for themselves to begin with. Oh yeah, they did do a Zero Striker Gunvolt, I think, for 3DS after they did Mega Man 10. I forgot about that. That was also pretty good. That was like the Zero games as well. That was pretty hard. Either way, Inti Creates showing their stuff with Mega Man 9. And may as well jump into that with Mega Man 10. Basically, you know, Mega Man 2 a third time. But, you know, having Proto Man in there from the start instead of just DLC, and bringing Bass's character from Mega Man Bass along for the ride. With a pretty interesting plot, at least compared to, you know, at least these games come with somewhat interesting plots. Better than 4 through 6 did. So, you know, I'll definitely give them that at the very least. Is there one I want to try to beat with the Buster? Yeah, I'll go after Chill Man. Why not? But yep, it feels very much like the, oh. So you can still have some settings in there. That's good for those. I guess I go by the default what you have for the whole collection for that. But Mega Man 10, you know, basically, you know, take what they did with Mega Man 9, try to, you know, change it up a little bit. And, you know, mostly for the better, in my personal opinion. There's some nice quality of life improvements that make it not as dickish as 9. But, you know, there's still some crazy level design ideas, such as running against traffic, crazy ice platforming, such as being able to jump on ice blocks and friggin' destroy them just from landing on them. Wow, I kicked his ass! Why didn't I do that during the LP? God damn it. I feel like an idiot. Well, it's just more of what Mega Man 9 did. There's not really too much else to say I haven't said already. It's really, between the two, either is a great return to form for Mega Man. It's just really which one you prefer. I will say some of the level design ideas from Mega Man 9 are better. I definitely do agree with that. But a lot of the extra stuff they have, such as, you know, Screw Crusher. That's the weapon from, Punk, by the way. It's weird they mention that in the middle of all their main weapons, they have that in there. Having the extra inclusions, such as the extra stages for DLC, we're going over, basically, Mega Man Game Boy stages to go deal with the Mega Man killers, 1, 2, and 3. Were great! They even have a design art concept for them. See, Anchor, Ballade, and Punk. It was a nice return to form to see them again, too. Like, shows that Inti Creates really cared about the Mega Man franchise. Good thing they did. And the unfortunate thing is, well, I don't feel the same kind of love for 11 that I do for 9 and 10. Although that was at least done by Capcom themselves, and that was still good, but, you know, I still really like the work that Mega Man 9 and 10 did. I'll say, what was the first game I played by Inti Creates that got me to notice them? I think it was the Zero Striker Gunvolt. And the Inti Creates did a lot. They did those Mega Man spin-offs, they did this Mega Man 9 and 10. They did the Master Blaster Zero series, which was basically a reimagining of the first game, and then it turned into a whole trilogy, which turned out to be pretty freaking good. And then you got Galgun. We ignore that. That's kind of, I guess, another one of those weird projects they had on the side. Either way, I like a lot of what Inti Creates did to these games. So unique enemies, it basically felt old school. It's kind of hard to really say too much more I haven't said already. It's a man that turns into a bike. That is awesome. It makes it look like he's riding a bike. Like, that is freaking awesome. That is one of my favorite Robot Master designs. Like, that is sick. He turns into a freaking dude riding a motorcycle. Like, that is still one of my favorites. Oh, Sheepman, that could have made even lamer than they did. And some people think Sheepman's one of the lamest Robot Master designs ever. Not the worst I've seen. I still prefer him over Clown Man. Clown Man, yeah. But, yeah. At the end of the day, you got another strong Mega Man game. It has a lot of fun and some decent challenge if you want it. And don't read your hard modes if you really want to test yourself. Especially all the achievements to try to get through the whole game without taking damage. Beating every single boss with just the buster. Getting through the game as fast as you can. They have a lot of stuff. Also, I love how they mock the freaking fortress path after you beat the Wily Machine. He flies off. It's like, alright, we're going up. Oh, okay. Just flying upward forever. Oh, jeez. They know how ridiculous some of their fortress paths can be. It is funny, though. At the end of the day, well, it's a good way to look back on classic Mega Man. And, well, it seems like Capcom keeps realizing more and more how much people want Mega Man to come back. I mean, with these collections they released before Mega Man 11 came out, the Mega Man X Legacy collections for those, the Zero ZX Legacy collection, which was good for the people that get to play those games. Because I know not too many did, especially in outside Japan because it was all in handhelds. But don't forget that handhelds are always down in Japan, so a lot of Japanese players still played it. But internationally, it did not do that well. Regardless, I'm definitely a big fan of Mega Man 10. My second favorite Mega Man core game of the series. I should probably go over my whole ranking since I don't have much else to talk about. So yeah, I'll shorthand it because I go into more detail about it in Mega Man and Base, if you go watch that, which you probably should. Oh, alternate little designs for those cutscenes as well, I see. Oh, they have them not damaged. Oh, makes you wonder. But, you know, I really am a big fan of the Mega Man games. I may as well go over a shorthand list of my games from worst to best. Worst, Mega Man 5. Just completely boring to me, and the Buster is the best weapon hands down. Kinda makes the others feel like shit. That's about all I really have to say. Second worst, 8. Because it's so weird and different. Still fine, but different and weird. Third least favorite, 6. Because, you know, it just feels like a... basically 5 again, but at least it has unique ideas, but still feels like a pale comparison to, you know, 2 and 3. And even 4. Fourth worst would probably be Mega Man 1, because it's very archaic. It has a nice retro feel challenge, but it's archaic, so it's kind of hard to go back to if you ask me. Then, Mega Man 4. It had a weird formula that kind of, you know, made it feel stale in that regard. They decided to try to twist things up by, oh, it's not Wily this time, it's another boss. Oh, just kidding, it's Wily. That was the game that started that. It still handled it better than the other two did. At least you ask me, it did. Yeah, see, the concept artwork there has the friggin' Screw Crusher, and it has the Ballade Cracker. Oh, it does have the Mirror Buster as well. Is there a weapon missing? Nope, there are 11 weapons there. It even shows the DLC weapons. How neat. But it doesn't show the Mega Man killers there, which is unfortunate. Would have been nice to see them. Then again, well, they only have simple design concept art for them. And, well, may as well go over the music player here as well. You know, you can listen to all the music tracks you want. Whatever you want to go through. I did show you that for, Shade Man's Secret. Right, I forgot about that. But, yep. You can go through all the music you want in these. Oh yeah, the music rating at 8 wasn't great either. 1s, 9, and 10 were very good as well. 7s was also fine. But, you know, they said a theme. Oh yeah, there was a battle theme when you fought him. I didn't really think much of it because that boss fight was lame as hell. Poor Base getting the short end of the stick on that. But yep. Okay, I got over the rest of my rankings real quick in my head. Let me think. Okay. Let's see. I did 5, 8, 6, 1, 4. Then Mega Man and Base. You can go watch that playthrough. You want to see why. But basically, a lot of bullshit collectible nonsense. And some stupid design ideas over what's around. What, at its core, is one of the best Mega Man games I've actually seen. It's just there are too many flaws for me to really recognize it higher than it is. As much as I really do like Mega Man and Base. And then the top 6, you got Mega Man 11. Some things annoy me about what they tried to do with it, but, you know, at its core, still another fine Mega Man revival. Then we got Mega Man 7, which, you know, I've already sung its praise enough. Get around its awkwardness, and I feel like it's one of the best designed Mega Man games. Just maybe not as ambitious as it could have been. Still really good, though, and I'm a big fan. And then you got the core 4. And my bottom of that is Mega Man 2, which I've debated putting below Mega Man 7, because despite how good the opening stages are, and how great the music is, some design ideas, especially the Fortress, are fucking terrible. The Gabriel Machine boss is still one of the worst bosses ever conceived of in a Mega Man game, and I will never forgive Mega Man 2 for that. Everything else around it is great, but that boss can go die in a fire. Then you got Mega Man 9, because there's some difficulty around it, but, you know, it feels better than Mega Man 2, and I really like a lot of its ideas. It's just, you know, sometimes it's more frustrating than it could be. It really tests you, though, so, you know, it's more on you trying to understand the mechanics. Sometimes it's just a little too tight for its own good. Mega Man 10 is more tame, so it's not quite as intense as 9, but the extra content helps push it above to give you, you know, a little nice nostalgia for some of the extra stuff, as well as letting you play as Base in this as well. A better fit for Proto Man than he was in Mega Man 9. And the challenges are a little nice addition, but not really too much to write home about. And my favorite is Mega Man 3, because I just feel like I handled a lot of things the best. Had a lot of good challenge. I liked a good bit of the weapons, and just the stages I thought were the best in Mega Man 3. I really do like that one. And with that, we are done with Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. It was one heck of a ride. I wish I could have thrown Mega Man Base in here, but I thought it'd be better to put that on its own to not lie about what this collection is. But hey, either way, you still have 4 mostly good, except for you, Mega Man games in here. So it's kind of hard to go wrong with, you know, Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. Honestly, I think it's better value, bang for your buck, than Mega Man Legacy Collection 1. Because you got 2 great games, you got 2, arguably 3 or 4 great games in Mega Man Legacy Collection 1, and at least 2 stinkers. And, well, you know, they all play the same. If you're, you know, into classic Mega Man, or you just want to give her 2 and 3, that's fine, but I feel 7 through 10 is better. Also, I think the collection, Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk too fast. I feel like Legacy Collection 2 has better polish than Mega Man Legacy Collection 1. Then again, it was done by Capcom internally, I think. So, yeah. Also, I gotta say, it runs better on Switch, because the Switch version of Legacy Collection 1 still has audio lag issues if you play the game for too long, which is annoying. This game doesn't have that. Everything runs smoothly. And you know, even those freaking cutscenes in Mega Man 8 still look alright on the Switch. And I would hope they would. And well, unfortunately, you couldn't get this on the 3DS. As nice as that would have been. Having Mega Man 8 on the go. Oh, just open up the 3DS on a train ride. Just fucking have people be like, what the hell are you doing? Either way, thank you all for watching. This is the first game of my recent series to have been ending, huh? God damn it. Then again, pretty much the end of November, and I forgot to realize that Thanksgiving happened earlier. God damn it. So, Pokemon Pearl is nearly done, kind of. Still working on the way to get into the champion. Mega Man Base is pretty much done. Just go over some bonus stuff as well. Good timing for this, I guess. And, well, What's the other game? Sonic Rush Adventure, right. Still mission mode before the end game stuff, right. So I gotta think of another game to do, because, well, I guess I probably should do another game before I, you know, get ready for my stuff for next year, because I definitely have some plans for next year's games because of, well, celebration for me. I'll leave it at that. In regards to Mega Man, well, you'll hear about it in Mega Man Base as well. Probably not going to play any Mega Man games next year. Because I've gone through pretty much the whole core series minus Mega Man 11. I've gone through half the X series, and then we still have the other spin-off games, which I can't really get to until after I do the rest of the X games. And, you know, there is Legends, but I don't have that, so can't do that either. So Mega Man is going to be absent from my channel for a good while. That being said, I still have a lot of fun in this series. I hope for Capcom to keep making good games of them. Please do. I need them. I really hope for more from the Blue Bomber. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, thank you all for watching. As for what my next project will be, I don't know. Maybe I'll do an update video for Thursday to figure that out. See if I can come up with ideas and do something to talk about. I mean, I could have technically done Wily Wars after this, but you know what? I feel like I wanted to do that earlier, so I did. At least show off that. Oh yeah, and I also don't plan on going over all the Wily Wars. I've done Mega Man's 1 through 3 in Legacy Collection 1. I don't need to go through the Genesis versions, and I talked about that when I did the Wily Tower episode back for the other update. So check that out if you want to know why I'm not going to do it. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I gotta stop rambling. So, yep, again, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to check out the rest of my Mega Man content, as well as my co-op channel, because my friend Kingslayer Koshi, along with the rest of us there, we're, along with him, my true Mega Man playing friend, going through all the core series, as well as a lot of the X games as well. So I've kind of been riding his thunder. I'm sorry, man, he got me really into these games. I just wanted to do my own take on it. And, well, that's what I did. But yeah, we all played Mega Man's 1 through 10 on there, as well as X's 1 through 6. And maybe some others at this point in time. I don't fully remember. Do I want to blank some of them out? Maybe I do. Oh, God. Okay, well, yeah, there's plenty of our stuff to watch and my stuff. So, hope you guys will stick around and watch more, and look forward to other projects I have going in the future. So, have a wonderful day, everybody, and happy holidays coming up soon. Realize I missed Thanksgiving, but, you know, prepare for Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and Christmas. All the good stuff. And the New Year. Fuck, I'm doing the New Year a month early. I may as well make all of December New Year. Fuck it. Just drink my problems away. Bye, everybody.